Hello there, and especially to football fans. This is Rusty Bradshaw, and I wanted to mention that now that my Seattle Seahawks have won their second Super Bowl, the NFL season is now completely over with, and I'm now in the waiting pattern for the next season. Not necessarily NFL, because UFL is coming up here in about a month, and this spring league started a few years ago as the return of the United States Football League, which I was a big fan of when it was active in 1983 through 85. And they brought back all the teams, but it's gone through quite a bit of changes over the years. And this year, massive changes as they got a new owner for the league, a new part owner. His name is Mike Rapoli, and a lot of things have changed. The Birmingham Stallions are basically the only original USFL team that has stayed throughout the USFL, XFL, and then the merger to UFL. Kind of confusing, you need a scorecard. Anyway, Birmingham's the only original team remaining. They did bring back the Houston Gamblers, which I'm excited about. The rest are new teams or teams left over from XFL days. And they also, with the changes in teams and so forth, they changed uniforms, logos, helmets, everything for every team. Now, being a uniform traditionalist, we'll wait for the jet to go by, because then he'll kick in his afterburners and it'll really be loud. As I said, I'm a uniform traditionalist, and I'm not real fond of these short sleeves that come up to here, which does not allow for sleeve designs or stripes. That's what made good uniforms back in the day, is those sleeve stripings, sleeve logos, whatever you have. Now all the teams have these short sleeves. But that's not the only thing. That's been going on for a few years. And I think it started in the NFL when they were trying to cut down on the holding. But I think all they've done is really make it easier to hold, because with those longer sleeves, if somebody grabbed your sleeve, it was obvious. Now there's no sleeve to grab, so they can get underneath, they can grab shoulder pads, not as noticeable. So if they were trying to cut down on that, they failed. Anyway, back to it. About half of the new UFL uniforms I like. I like the tweaks they did to the Renegades. The ones they've had before were kind of hard to read in their blue, and I didn't like the red outline and then a red line inside. Now they've got red bordered in black. That stands out a lot better. The Houston Gamblers, which I'm excited about, I like what they've done with their uniforms. They've got like a poker chip on the shoulder. They've got the numbers up here. They're black jerseys. I'm not fond of black, but hey, black is part of their color scheme. What I don't like about the Gamblers uniforms are the darker numbers. If they had taken, and they have a different combination of colors in the numbers. They've got the gold and the red. but they've got a darker color inside the numbers. If they had gone with white numbers, that would have been much better. And oddly enough, while I'm not real fond of white shirts to wear for myself, I do like the Gamblers' white uniforms better because you don't have all that confusion with the color. Now, there's a couple other teams that did the same with the numbers, the color inside the numbers. The Louisville Kings have a lime green number, which I could live with because it's almost like gold numbers. But there are others that have that same thing. I can't wait to see how they look on the field. And I certainly can't wait until the season starts because I'm just a football nut. I want to see football all the time. So that's why I'm glad there's a spring league, and I'm really hoping that it keeps going and keeps evolving. And eventually there's some expansion, and maybe they'll bring back some of the old USFL teams. So we'll see how it goes. Starts at the end of March, about the same time as the indoor league where the Rattlers here in Arizona play. But to me, that's not real football. That's something different. That's like flicker ball that I played in college. I don't know if any of you have ever done that, but it's kind of interesting. What I'm really excited about is to just see this league continue to operate and continue to grow and expand. So as much as I may not like some of the uniform changes they've made, I'm still excited for the league to start. So let's hope we have a good season coming up. Thank you for watching.